Hi everyone, welcome to Geology 1, Introduction to Physical Geology. My name is Emily Kane. I will be your professor for this semester. So this is Intro to Physical Geology at Saddleback College. It's ticket number 18325. So this is the class that would have, if we were on campus, met from 6 to 9 p.m. on Monday and Wednesdays. But since campus is closed, we will be all remote for the entire semester. So this class is a physical science credit as well as a lab component. So you do get the lab component with this class, the lab credit, even though we are meeting fully remotely. The course has both UC and CSU transferability. Just to make sure everybody's in the right place before we get started. So what is geology? What are we doing here? What are we about to spend an entire semester learning about? It is the study of the earth. So geo means earth, ology is the study of. Physical geology studies all earth materials. So every material on earth, as well as understanding the many processes that create and destroy these materials that operate on our planet. So our Earth system, if we think about our Earth as a system, there's four main components. The biosphere, which is everything living, all of the plants. Hydrosphere, all of the water, fresh and salt. Atmosphere, the gases in our air. And the geosphere, so the earth beneath our feet. That is where we are going to be studying this semester. So we are studying the geosphere, so the solid earth part of the Earth system, and we will focus mostly on the surface of the Earth. So today we will talk a bit about the inner layers, but we're not going to get too much in detail of the inner workings of the Earth. We are going to focus on the surface of the geosphere for geology. So why study geology? You're all signed up for this class. Thank you very much. So maybe I don't have to do too much convincing since you're already here. But the Earth is our home, so the reason that we are able to live here is because of this wonderful Earth. Not only does it provide life, but it also provides all of the resources that support our society the way it is today. So some of the problems, and the issues, and the hazards addressed by geology that we will go over in this course: natural hazards, earthquakes, tsunamis, landslides, earth resources, so metals, gemstones, oil, and many environmental issues. So what do geoscientists do? A lot more than study rocks. So yes, rocks are included in geology. We will spend quite a bit of time on the different rock types. However, there is a lot more to it. We will get a little taste of the wider view of geology towards the end of this class. But geoscientists as a whole, it really encompasses all scientists that study any part of that Earth system. So geology, hydrology, oceanography, atmospheric science, planetary science, meteorology, weather prediction, environmental science, soil science. It's all under the umbrella of geoscience or earth science, so science of our Earth. So here are some interesting and also, I would say, tragic photos of hazards that are caused by geology or by maybe humans not really understanding the geology that they're building on. So to catch your attention, we will learn about all of these different things in this class. So who am I? I am Professor Kane. You can call me Professor Kane, Dr. Kane, whichever you choose. I have a PhD from UCI in the Earth System Science Department, as well as a master's from UCI in the Earth System Science Department. And while I was there, I studied glaciers in Greenland. So my focus was glaciology. I studied glaciers in Greenland, how they change on very short timescales. And I have a bachelor's degree in meteorology. So this is a picture of me in Greenland. So there's a giant glacier in the background. So for this course, what are we going to do? So as an intro, these are the main goals of this class. So at the end of this course, so by Christmas time, you will be able to draw and understand topographic maps, geologic maps, vertical profiles, and vertical cross sections, as well as understand and describe Earth's layering, so the physical and chemical layering, and the evidence, how we know this, as well as plate tectonics, my favorite part of this whole class. You will understand the theory of plate tectonics, the evidence behind plate tectonics, and how plate tectonics create the landforms that we see on our surface, as well as you'll be able to actually identify minerals and rocks and understand how those minerals and rocks were able to form. So I want to go over a little bit of the logistics of this class since we aren't going to be meeting in person. This is our textbook. It's highly recommended. Honestly, any edition 3 to 6 would be fine. This is the most recent one, edition 6. Please do not spend huge full price on the newest version of this book. If you find a cheaper 3rd edition, by all means get that one. They're pretty much exactly the same. So some of the chapters might be in a different order, but the titles of the chapter will be the same. I suggest having a notebook for taking notes, pen and pencil kind of always when you're watching the lecture videos and going through the lecture slides. And also while you're doing the lab or homework, in case there's some quick math that you need to jot down on some scrap paper. And then, of course, Canvas. So this entire class will be done through Canvas on our course website. So I've designed it to hopefully everything also works on the phone app or the tablet app. So it doesn't have to be in the Canvas browser. I have checked, but I'll say this a million times. If there's ever problems on Canvas or issues or something doesn't look right or something is still locked or you can't get access, just send me an email. 100% online is new to me as well. So I've had a little bit of practice this past summer. But if there's ever any Canvas issues, please just send me an email and I'll get to it as fast as I can. So for this class, there are lab assignments, homework assignments, and discussion posts. So each week you will have a lab assignment, a homework quiz, and a discussion post to do. Those are all going to be on Canvas, so you have one per week. The individual project, there is just one. It's towards the end. It's going to be due towards the end of the class. I don't really introduce it at the beginning because you have to learn a little bit more about geology before you can start it. So after our first exam, I'll start talking about the individual project. There are 3 tests, tests 1, 2, and 3. The 3rd one will be on the day of our final exam, but it is not cumulative. So tests 1, 2, and 3, they make up 45% of your grade, but it's split evenly. The final is not cumulative. It'll just cover the third of the class. And then extra points, you get 2 extra points, or you get 2% of your grade just for filling out the course evaluation at the end of the class. So due dates for our labs, this is all in the syllabus as well as on Canvas, but I just want to go through it all so we're all on the same page to start before we get into the course content. Labs will be due on Fridays at 5 p.m. They're on Canvas. They open on Monday mornings at 9 a.m. So you have from Monday morning to Friday evening to complete the lab. The same for the homework. So the homework and the labs both open Monday morning and then they close at 5 p.m. on Fridays. The homework, you do have 2 attempts to complete. The labs is just one. A lot of it is short answer questions. So the labs will be much longer than the homeworks, I think. The homeworks will be all multiple choice on Canvas. And then you also have a discussion post to do each week. So each week you'll have to go in and respond to the discussion post by Wednesday. And then you have to go back in and respond to another student's post on Friday. So really you have to do 2 posts. your initial answer or response to my question that I've posed due on Wednesday, and then you can go back and respond to another student's post by Friday at 5 p.m. So these things will close each week on Friday at 5 p.m. So the individual project, like I mentioned, it'll be due in week 15, which I think is the week of Thanksgiving. So we have plenty of time for that. The tests are non-cumulative, and then they're split evenly. And then the extra points will be completing your course evaluations. So our Canvas site, this whole entire course is based on Canvas. So this is the home page. I split it into two because I couldn't fit it on the slides here. So this is the top when you open up our Canvas site, and then when you scroll down below here, you get to this calendar. So here's me, my email, office hours, and a Zoom link, as well as our calendar. So each week you'll be able to go in and click on the week that we are in, which will be in maroon. So for example, right now the week 1 button, because it is week 1, will be maroon, so you know that's the week to click on. And that'll bring you to all the things you have to do for that week. There's also a syllabus button, which if you click it, it'll automatically download the PDF of our course syllabus. Then the home page will bring you right back to this page. So when you click on week 1, for example, you will find this. So this will be at the top. Here is week 1. It's our introduction. So this is where you find an intro to what we're going to be doing this week, as well as the goals for the week. So by the end of the week, you'll be able to do all of these different things. And then you can go in and complete and watch the things you need to do for this week. So this button will link you to a page of the lecture videos. So for the most part, I split them into smaller pieces. I don't necessarily want you to sit and listen to me talk for an hour and a half. If you want to watch all the videos straight through, you're more than welcome to. However, I do break them up so that it's a little easier to get up and move around or run to the restroom, grab a snack, whatever you need to. So our lecture videos will be here. This will download the PDF of the slides, so you can also look at the lecture slides. And then the things to do for the week. Here we'll link to the discussion post for the week. Here is the link for the lab assignment for the week, and then here is the link for the homework assignment for the week. Again, the syllabus button is going to download the PDF of the syllabus, and then the home page is going to bring you back to our main page. So again, if you ever have issues with Canvas, something isn't loading right, you don't have access to something that you think you should, please just send me an email. More than likely, if you are having an issue with Canvas, it means other people are also having an issue with Canvas, so please just let me know. I've become very good at troubleshooting Canvas issues. So there are always some that I've never heard of before that pop up surprisingly, but I am happy to always try and fix our Canvas site issues as soon as possible. So what will we be learning in this class? So the class is sort of split into 3 pieces. That's why we have 3 exams. So the first will be the components of geology. So plate tectonics, minerals, rock types. The middle piece of class is geology in action, so earthquakes, faults, and movements and maps. And then at the end of class, we will talk about landscapes and how different landscapes are formed. So streams, floods, coastlines, groundwater, desert, and glacier. So all of these things affect our landscapes. So we will go through those at the end of class. So here is our schedule. So this is just copy paste from our syllabus, so the very last page of the syllabus. It gives you the dates of the week, the number of the week, and then the topics as well as the things to do. So you'll see here we have test 1 in week 6, test 2 in week 12, and then test 3 is in our final exam time. So that is an intro to our course. Thanks for listening. Again, if you have any issues with the website, especially in this first week as we're working through everything, please send me an email or a message on Canvas. Those actually get linked right to my email, so I should see those right away. And if you have any other questions before we begin, please do not hesitate to ask. Welcome to Geology 1.